Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is actually just a video about Windows 8, and I figured I'll give you guys maybe an overview and a review of what I think about Windows 8 so far. So I actually have talked about Windows 8 on a tech show, the MaberTech show, and you can find that. A link will be in the description or on the video, depends on what I feel like doing. But anyway, so Windows 8, this is going to be the overview video and pretty much what it's all about. So right now you're seeing the traditional desktop interface, and I don't really have too much installed because I typically use Mac. But anyway, if you were to go ahead and press the Windows key, or if you were to go down here and press the Start menu, you would go to a screen that looks like the Metro UI from Windows Phone 7. Now this will be enabled on the tablet. Basically what the tablet version is it's Windows 8 ported either to the desktop, or Windows 8 from the desktop ported to the tablet, or vice versa. So they both work exactly the same. So this is just the overview, so I'm not going to really give you guys my thoughts, but you got a couple apps here. These are really the main apps of the Windows 8 Metro kind of thing going. You got Tweetit which is probably the best Twitter client for Windows so far. You have a news feed, which is basically an RSS feed app. You have stocks, which pretty much is self-explanatory. You have weather, and actually the location is not right because it says I'm in Anaheim, California. You have the store, which is an interesting piece of Windows 8, which kind of gives us the same aspect of the App Store in Mac OS X Lion. Now, if I were to go ahead and click this, though, nothing would really happen. It says, oh, the Windows Store isn't enabled for the developer preview, which is what's coming out, which is what's out right now. So I can't really show you guys that, and in fact, nobody can really show you guys that. So over to Internet Explorer, right now we have the tablet version in the Metro UI. So if you were to click that, you get a tablet version. So I'm going to let that launch up. So you have the tablet version, which is okay, it's not too great, but if I were to go to the desktop, you have a desktop tile right there. You can go ahead and get the regular desktop Internet Explorer also. Now, I'm not a fan of either of them, but I'm not going to get into that right now. So Socialite is just a Facebook app. Windows Explorer it launches your desktop, and it's just like your Finder for Mac, I guess you could say. That's the only thing I can really compare it to, because it's where you find all of your files throughout your Windows, which is traditionally what you have, but you have a new ribbon up here, which is pretty much standard throughout Windows 8, and it's kind of like what we saw in Microsoft Word 2007, I think it was. I don't know, I don't really use Microsoft Word, but it implements ribbons all throughout Windows 8. So going back to the Metro UI, you got Control Panel. This is the Metro UI control panel. It's not really too great. I don't really like it too much. So used to multi-gestures, I can't get used to this Windows 8. But if you're going to click more settings, you get the desktop version of Control Panel, which is a lot more advanced than the Metro UI one. So the Metro UI one is going to be more directed towards the tablet. So going back to the Metro UI, this is actually the main interface of what Microsoft has enabled in Windows 8. The desktop is your traditional Windows Vista, Windows 7, whatever you want to call it, interface. The Metro UI is what's new. Now, it's actually kind of two UIs stitched together. I'm going to talk about that furthermore in another video of mine, which I'm actually going to do right after this because I have used Windows 8 for a little while. But moving on, you got some cool apps. You got Tubes, or Tube Rider. You got some games. You got some stuff like that. Near Me, I haven't really used that. You got Alarms, Paint Play, which is just paint, and then Build is pretty much how you develop in Windows. I'm not going to get into that, but you got a whole bunch of cool apps default in the Metro UI, and the Windows Store will hopefully bring more Metro apps to that to create a rich and plentiful, I guess I could say, Metro UI and a new Windows 8 experience, which is basically porting tablet over to desktop and desktop over to tablet. So guys, this is just an overview of Windows 8 so far. If you think it looks good, please leave a comment in the comments, or the doobly-doo, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I would like to know if you guys like it, if you have it. There is a free download on the developer Windows. That'll be in the link in the description, so you guys can go check that out. But yeah, my review video is coming up next, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like it if you did like it, and if you want to see future content, remember to subscribe. Alright guys, see you later.